Howdy there guys, and welcome to episode 6 of my Minecraft Let's Play. I'm your host, sSsDoOm, and we're right back where we left off, just trying to get some trees in. Here, a slime. Unique feature of extra biomes is it does increase the chances of slimes spawning. Of course, that's specifically in swamp biomes. Doesn't matter if it's a slime chunk or not, slimes may still spawn. It's a fairly unique little feature of extra biomes. You see, I'm not anything else with that. But it is making it another way of getting slime balls without having to dig too deep for it. That is most definitely Enderman. I don't have my thing with me. Or I could fight him, but I don't want to. What in the world? I don't think I want to know. He was angry about something, but he didn't seem too interested in attacking me. That is very strange. No, I haven't even mentioned Direwolf's name this episode. Well, now I have. But there he is again. That is one strange Enderman running around. Go ahead and tap these, try to get them. Nope. And that's the tree tap broken. Of course, I brought a second one. I'm gonna go ahead and chop it down now. I think it's nothing too difficult. Got 9 saplings. That should be a pretty good start. And gives us plenty. That should be plenty of sticky resin for the time being. There's a squid dying over there for whatever reason. I'm gonna go over here and show you the shed. This little shack, real quick. There's still a glacier biome there. And then once I'm done showing this off, I'm gonna go over to that autumn biome and collect some saplings. You see, the autumn biomes grow special oak trees that have colored leaves. And you see, there's a workbench in here. I'm just going to take. I'm going to take this cauldron as well, and yeah, I'm going to take this too because it has a lovely little mushroom in it and flower pot. Hopefully the witch won't come back and try to kill me over that, but I'm doubtful. And there is some eggs. Not too bad to get my hands on. I don't know what's off in that direction. I know that further north is a desert biome, which I wouldn't mind trying to get some cactus that way, but for now it's not anything too important. Since I can always convert flowers over and get myself the cactus green that way for waterproofing. But eventually it might not be a bad idea, I don't know. You see more mushrooms here. Swamp bottoms are definitely the place to be if you want yourself some mushrooms. Plenty of pigs over here as well. Almost said sheep for some reason. That would have been pretty awkward, but let's see. We got some different these trees here. Some of them have darker wood, I've noticed. Try to get some saplings off of them. Let's see. Different saplings, including brown and purple. Gotta check to see if this stuff. I'm pretty sure this is just. Oh, it's spruce wood. So these actually grow spruce wood. These purple trees. That's pretty interesting. And I'm guessing the yellow ones as well. There's a regular oak sapling right there. But I'll get myself a yellow. Looks like I'm getting plenty of apples from this as well. Autumn biomes are definitely unique looking biomes. They're pretty cool. Very pretty looking. Of course, right now I'm making this section look relatively ugly, but I just want some saplings like these yellow, orange, and such. Because you can grow them outside of this biome, I do believe, and we'll be trying as soon as we get back to base. But get myself a couple of each. Should get me more saplings from there, I hope. Eat another corn on the cob. Mushrooms growing here. Let's see. Some biomes are definitely really pretty and nice to be a part of, but I didn't want to stick around. I didn't even know there was an autumn biome this direction. Else I probably would have came this way and lived. But for now, where I'm at is alright. I'm going to try and get some stuff off these jungle trees. I wouldn't mind getting myself some jungle wood and maybe some cocoa beans. This was something I wanted to do earlier in the series. I really didn't think I would be able to pull off because, for one, I was out in the middle of a glacier next to a plains, and two, it's just not normally this lucky like I've been in this world so far. I'm most definitely going to take advantage of all these resources and keep gathering. I'm probably going to cut the episode right here, and I'll come back once we're getting back to base and getting some IC2 stuff going. So I will catch you guys after a little bit. And we're back for the moment. I decided to make a slight detour, and look what I found. I found a rather large volcano here. This is still a pretty good distance from my house, but it looks like some good oil spouts around here, and it's more of the alpine biome. For those of you who don't know, volcanoes are composed of basalt, and of course these are added in by red power too. Volcanoes are very nice structures. Yes, I did wander into the desert a little bit just to grab some cactus, you see. But I'm gonna break this, you get some basalt cobblestone that can actually be cooked in a furnace and turns back into the basalt, and then I can turn it into brick, which is like an opposite to the marble brick. It's a very nice looking material. Wouldn't mind going back out this way to gather some of it when I've got more inventory space, but it's good just to know that there's one out here of interest. So I'm going to cut the video again, and I'll bring you guys back if I find anything else interesting, or we'll cut back once we're back at base. Just back again for a moment here. How's this for a unique design? This isn't too far from where I just cut out from, and this is a riverbed in between of a desert and alpine biomes. I know I'm going the wrong way from the base, but I'm still exploring a little bit. I thought I'd take a look around. I think it's fine. This is definitely pretty unique, especially having a tree down the middle like that. I'm gonna see some copper up there as well. Might be a bad idea to grab that while I'm here. I'm gonna cut the video again. If I find anything else interesting, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, out of the water. Another unique site. Really wasn't expecting quite so much out of this. Very unique. I'm still pretty good ways away from the base as it is, but it's caught me by surprise coming out next to the ocean like this and having this island here. Thought I'd show it to you guys real quick. It's definitely something I haven't seen too much of. But yes, once again, gonna cut out. Hopefully we'll be back at base by the time I'm done garbling water, so... And we're back, finally. Just got back with that copper. I found a little bit more of it into the system. That should be going through right now, and should end up eventually in here, as you can see. That's arriving. Don't want to lose any of this rubber wood or any of these saplings. I am going to definitely want to get some more of these saplings growing. I'll go ahead and grind that. I'm not going to grind all of this, because it's quite a bit there. Spruce. I'll go ahead and do that. Got some cocoa beans here. Plenty of dirt. Let's see, this is like a miscellaneous items. These are mob drops, so I'll stick them in here. Go ahead and take this wood over here. Put in here. I might want to shut off my system, because right now it's probably got a lot more power than what it needs. I'll go ahead and shut these three off. I'll keep from having too much backup of power, and it should allow the system to cool down a little bit. There we go. Didn't take long for all of that. Yeah, that new wood's probably gonna end up over here, isn't it? Yep, it did. Oh well. That's just fine for now. This new. Yeah, we're gonna need some of the sticky resin. We need some of that copper. Right, there. Definitely need some iron. I don't believe any gold though, but we are gonna need some tin. And some redstone. I believe that's a good start. Starting off, we're gonna want to make ourselves a generator. Generator, very simple. Requires a furnace, machine block, or you can make an iron furnace with some refined iron and an RE battery. You want to need some refined iron starting out. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and make 3. I'm going to take one of these furnaces I have to spare in here. So I'll go ahead and we will stick 3 iron ingots in there. Since we need only 1 battery starting out, I'm going to go ahead and stick that in there. All of this is going to end up going into the miscellaneous chests here in just a moment. I'll go over here and retrieve it once it's done. Go ahead and make ourselves some more copper wires. And there's a few different ways to make these. This is non-insulated. We can take this and we can just take some of the sticky resin that's formed into rubber and use it. Another method would be to just take the copper ingots like so, and then you would put this rubber around it. But for now, I only need 1. I'm going to go ahead and do it just like this. So you see, I can get myself a copper cable. Making a battery is as simple as some tin, redstone, and there we go. There's our battery. Take this furnace, and we get iron like that. I could just put 8 iron around, and that would make us a furnace as well. When I want to take it this way to get an iron furnace, let me just take the iron furnace, batteries with it, and the refined iron and the battery on top, and we get ourselves a generator. Generator fairly straightforward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there. Of course, it's going to float a little bit, but it's just because I'm going to want to put a battery box underneath it. So, battery box. We have plenty of sticky resin, so I'm not going to too much concerned. Or, no, not battery box, bat box, sorry. The bat box is 4 more battery, well, 3 more batteries and another piece of copper cable, so we'll need 4 more and some wood. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves that much. We're gonna need 4 more sticky resin, just like that. Usually this is slowing down a little bit from using up the power and its internal buffer, but that's fine. I can start these back up if necessary, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too big of an issue yet. There we go, it's cooking its last one. You can see everything goes really fast through the system. Alright. I did speed it up a little bit, put more gold pipes underneath there just to make sure it was going really quick. That way it's less of an issue. Here we are. Actually, we're going to need all of those wires, so we'll go ahead and do that. Three of those there. 3 more like this. Oops. And we got 3 more batteries. As you see, they stack. Now, of course, they can end up with different IDs, which would cause them not to stack, but that's not too big of an issue. And then we got ourselves a bat box. Now, there's one issue with its placement. It is facing this way at the moment. Now, that's not too bad. I could just put the extractor here, but I might want to put other machines here. There's several other machines available. I'm going to do a quick time check. So I will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Got plenty of time still, another 14 minutes worth, at least. And I wanted to just double check time-wise, since I've been doing a lot of cuts and re-entering. But, maybe there's... Okay, we've already got some copper and tin. The thing I want to make is a wrench. And I believe this should cover it. Bronze is made a couple different ways. You can either take dust in the same forms and make into dust, bronze dust, and you cook it, or you can just make it like this. And then what I want to do with the bronze ingots is make myself a wrench. The wrenches are fairly nice, convenient tools. They allow you to pick up machines, and of course, in this case, rotate the face. That is the output slot, so that allows me to rotate it around. That way now it's facing down. So I'll be able to connect all of my machines up with my wires right here. Of course, I'm going to need more wires, but that's just fine. Go ahead and get ourselves several more. So I'm going to need some for an extractor. An extractor is a fairly simple machine. Requires an electronic circuit, a machine block, which is refined iron in a square, and 3 taps. Electronic circuit's made just like this. Requires copper cables, refined iron ingot, and some redstone. So that means we're going to need 6 more pieces of sticky resin. Go ahead and cook those up. Since we're using so much, I'm going to go ahead and turn these back on just for the moment. Shouldn't take too much. They're still well and heated up, so it isn't taking too much for them to fully heat back up. And then it'll start giving more power back to these machines. So it's starting to increase and kind of decreases because it ups a little bit, but we're going to need that, and we're going to need 9 more iron ingots. Need to refine iron, so I'll just dump those in there. Let them do their thing. So let's see. I you can see, that box is fairly simple. It can hold up to 40,000 EU, and it has an output of 32. Most of the basic machines will only use low voltage, which is 32 EU per tick. The generator is a very simple interface. As you see, it has a little bit of an internal buffer. This doesn't show how much it holds, but it's a fairly small buffer. And we usually put coal in here, and it'll generate energy. And then it'll generate, and since it's the way it's hooked up, it'll dump it right into the bat box. And once I get some cables along here, it'll dump fairly quickly along. And just to save on the other resources, I am going to make some fancy cable. Now this is normally cable that people don't start making until much later, but I've got plenty of diamonds in that starting out, so I'm going to go ahead and make it now. And that is glass fiber cable. You take some glass just like this, around the sides, diamond right in the center, and a couple of silver ingots. Now you can put redstone, but it'll only give 4 instead of 6, and here we go. Glass fiber cable. Now, the copper cable can be placed in the world, and is typically what people use, but I'm going to go ahead and just use the glass fiber starting out. Glass fiber has no drop. Well, it does have a drop, like it'll lose some EU per tick over a distance of 50 blocks. Or no, it's 40 blocks, I'm sorry. Maybe it is 50. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a pretty long distance. Usually you're not going to carry power that far. Copper cable only lasts for 4 blocks before it starts losing 1 EU per tick. So you think it only holds 32 EU per tick. If you go further than 4 blocks from where it starts, you go here, it's going to lose 1. It's only going to be towering 31 EU per tick to whatever machine's here. And it'll lose another 1 after 4 more blocks, and so on and so forth. So it's... Better shut these back off. So glass fiber is very efficient power-wise, but of course it's a fairly costly recipe. I mean, it costs a diamond every time. Now there are other cables, but they drain power much quicker, and are less practical in different ways. But let's get ourselves started off here. Got a machine block. We need our rubber, 6 pieces. Copper cable, and there we go. And get ourselves an electronic circuit. An electronic circuit. Now we need 4 tree taps. There we are. There's 4 tree taps, and we just put them. I know I already had one to begin with, but I want to keep it for getting more sticky resin. There we go. We've got an extractor. Connector's fairly straightforward. It gains power, and what it does is it'll allow me to extract materials. But of course, the generator requires coal, and it requires a lot. It'll burn through power very quickly, but each of these, of course, can power 4,000 EU. So we just dump them in here, and they will provide. It'll charge this up. This should provide more. Well, what was it? For some reason I just only drew a blank. Well, it should produce more EU than what this can hold, but that's why we're going to go ahead and stick the sticky resin in here. Now, why do I stick the sticky resin in here? Well, it just so happens sticky resin, when put through the extractor, will actually produce 3 rubber instead of 1. So that's a lot more than what you'd be getting otherwise. And just to get some more machines going, the basic stuff. Here's a compressor. Compressors are fairly straightforward. Oh, but I forgot I need glowstone dust for a compressor. Or no, that's for a recycler, sorry. Compressor just requires 6 stone, machine block, electronic circuit. It's nothing too extreme. We require some more iron to be cooked up. Dump it in here. We should already have our stone. You can see, got plenty of stone. You may ask, why am I going straight for another machine? Well, compressor will help me out with getting further along much quicker. The compressor is used to compress a few different things down and allow me to get more advanced machines later on. But I want to make it just for the main intended purpose of having the compressor at the ready. And as you see, plenty of rubber being produced, and I just dropped it. Because I will need it here in the near future, among other things. We almost got all of our refined iron. Just gotta give it another 1 or 2 here. Here's number 8. I'll go ahead and make myself the machine block. And there's the last one. We're gonna need 6 more cables. Can't speak anymore. Take it just like that. Ourselves one of those. Machine block, and I think I might have just put that in upside down. Oh, there we go. So now we've got a compressor. Second of our C2 machines. Compressor, another simple interface, has a lot of recipes to it. As you can see, it allows me to make compressed plants from plant balls, hydrated coal compressed. You even make nether bricks from netherrack, sandstone from sand. You even turn snowballs into ice, which is also very useful. But these are the important ones: advanced alloy from mixed metal ingots, and rock enriched carbon plates. Those will be important. I can also eventually make myself some diamonds through compressed coal balls that requires a total of 64 coal dust, which must be ground down, and then you put around 8 around flint, so you'll require 8 flint, and you put all of 8 compressed coal balls into the crafting table surrounding a piece of obsidian, and get yourself a diamond. And of course, you could get CF pellets as another thing, compressed air cells, or even uranium. Oh, and I can't forget dense copper plates. Dense copper plates, of course, are very important when making a reactor, as is uranium, but I'm not going to be too big on making a reactor. I'm probably going to work towards solar first, as solar power is a little bit more convenient in that it doesn't require fuel, nor does it run the risk of explosions. I definitely want a macerator as well here. We got an extractor. Eventually I wouldn't mind getting myself a recycler, but that is a little bit further away. Recyclers can make scrap, which can be used in a mass fabricator for a few different things, as well as they can also be made into other stuff. But let's go ahead real quick. We'll make ourselves a macerator. Macerator is very simple. Some cobblestone, flint, a couple of those. Go ahead and place. And why, you may ask, am I going to do this? Well, it's because I can take coal balls, not coal balls, sorry, the plant balls, and I can actually put them into the macerator and make myself. I just realized we only have one piece of flint. But you can actually take those and make it into dirt. So, if I were to start a tree farm, I can actually efficiently produce resources. So, let's see. It's 4 cobblestone to make flint. Or maybe. Oh, worst case, I believe I can. Or maybe I can't. I have to wrap this episode pretty quick. Let's see. I'm just gonna try a couple different things just to see. Which, while we're doing that, I probably should put myself some more iron in here, so I can cook it up. Go ahead and turn these back on. Just for the moment. I let them cool down a little bit. I need some more power in here, otherwise, it's going to gain some power fairly quickly. Let's see. If possible, I can turn that into sandstone or dirt. And that turns into that. Oh, good, I can make it this way. That's good. Go ahead and get myself a couple more pieces of flint, just like that. I got 3 of my refined iron. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for the rest. This is already gaining more power than what it's using, because these produce a lot of power. 2 megajoules per tick when they've got enough steam in them. And this thing only uses 2 at most, as you see. The last of the refined iron. I probably should just dump a bunch of iron in here, that way I've got plenty of refined iron at the ready. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It'll give me extra to spare. Ourselves our 9 here. Oh, I've got to make myself. Alright, so here's the other recipe for making copper cabling. You just take the copper like that, and there you go. This. Here we get ourselves an electronic circuit. Just like that. Get a piece of cobblestone, electronic circuit, and we have ourselves a macerator. It looks like this is just repowering itself, getting the power pumped into here. Looks like that finished up the river. I'm definitely gonna have to get a rubber tree farm going, so I'll probably do that between episodes. I'll dump this over here, I guess. It's probably where I'll transfer that here in the future. But yeah, this is sSsDoOm checking out, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Catch you later.